That being the case, fantastic. And let's go ahead and let's get into game number 2.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright.
Best of luck, lads.
Have fun, man.
Yeah, you too.
Good luck. Have fun.
So, my wife is telling me that my son stole her headphones because she's actually watching the stream right now, and my son stole the headphones so that so that he can listen to me talk right now. I think it's kind of cute. Yes, yes, Wrecker. So right now I'm going back. We did this last week, and I've been trying to make sure that a lot of people are comfortable with it. We're going to stay with the same team for about 45 minutes to an hour. The reason being is because you can see more progression from your coaching, so you can go from one game to the next, and you're also grouped with the same group of people, so you kind of learn how everyone plays, so you should be a lot more fluid by the third or fourth game, and hopefully that gives a little bit more strength to the coaching sessions. Otherwise, it's kind of just like a one-off puggish type game, and so it'd just be I'm going back to my roots where we're playing the same team for about 45 minutes to an hour. So after this one, after probably the next game, ooh, he got the man-eater skin, very nice. So once, sorry, I said I'm trying. My wife is trying to berate that into me to get it out. So it looks like, shush. I caught myself. So after this, we should be good to go. Trying not to start a sentence with makes me talk slow. I have to think about what I'm about to say. I can't just spew it out. Curse my brain.
My brand.
My brand. That being the case, we will be setting up the next group of 5 players. I will probably be announcing that in the community chat window in just a little while, and then we'll be doing another team for another hour, 45 minutes to an hour after that. Okay, so let's see. I'm hoping most good monster players I know usually change up the routine. I do like that he's going in this direction this time. So I like this general area just because it's usually high in food. There's usually a lot of mammoth birds. If you're going for perks, there's a tyrant and a couple of sloths. But I do like the fact that, look at those, two juicy targets right there. Oh, and there's that spotter. I don't think they're out of the ground yet, so they shouldn't have heard that. Yeah, they're not even out yet. So interestingly enough, ooh, kill him, 6 food. I'm not too sure what his build is. I'm assuming it's going to be 3 warp blasts again, because that seems to kind of be popular. So let's go ahead and let's see that split. Again, medic and assault and trapper and support are sticking close together. Looks like that they're looking for clues. I do like how they're moving slowly in this direction, either because they see footprints or just general map knowledge, but they're still looking behind them too. You know, a lot of monsters will try and juke backwards, and so it's really nice to see them going in different directions. And I'm not too sure, but it looks like that they think that he's going in this direction. I'm not too sure if they see him way off in the distance. Maybe? Yes, and it looks like that they spotted him. So fantastic job by them already. And Kyra, with the speed boost, waited until there were footprints or a sign of the monster and decided to go in that direction. Fantastic use of Kyra's ability. I feel a few too many people use Kyra's ability a little too preemptively. So a little bit of a shock, not too much that Wraith has to worry about. So now he's starting to be sneaky, and here comes ooh, yep. And bushes don't care. If you're going to be a clownfish, you do not hide in the jungle. No, lesson number 1. Ooh, Hank getting down to half health. Let's see how he does against a stealth player. So it looks like he lost sight of him, which is fine. Okay, let's see their positioning. So generally speaking, you want to see Kyra in the same general area, throwing a grenade, so she's going to take this top area. Griffin kind of in the bottom. I do love this. Kyra on one side, Hank on the other. The moment the monster engages one side, you just jetpack to the other, and then Griffin down below to prevent climbing and pulling the monster. But generally speaking, against a Wraith, because of how often it moves around, and good orbital, really good orbital. And the armor's melted, and Karma is already taking serious damage. So they are bunched up a lot, and it looks like that Hank might actually get it down here. Ooh, so close, so close. And look at that cloak. Amazing cloak by Varg. Almost said Vorg. And Karma, looking like he can't do too much more damage, waits it out, and decides to go ahead and live to fight another day instead of be aggressive for a down. with Wraith, you have to be very, very calculated and careful with how you trade in your HP for strikes. And so Wraith doesn't have the pleasure to go ahead and be extra risky at time and time. It's a very, very narrow edge about when to commit and when to not. So he's about half armor, and it looks like that he's going to go in this general direction. I kind of like, if you're being sneaky, to go over here or over here, just because there's a good amount of Reavers under this hidden tunnel here that most people don't know about. Especially under here, there's usually a lot of food. You can chase Reavers or Striders underneath and go from there. So it looks like Trapper's over here. If I were him, I'd try sneaking the other direction, because you can always fly over the assault and head over here if need be. And again, Conjugate just keeping up the pressure, shooting the monster. Doesn't care if you get traversal to the monster, because eventually it's just going to fill up on his armor bar anyway. But you're denying him food and putting pressure on. Okay, so it looks like he might be able to get a couple more food. I think one more bite. Yeah, okay, so he's ready to evolve, and it looks like the Trapper and the support are almost here. And it looks like that they're going across. And and look at that dome. Really, really solid dome. I believe that they were cloaked when they did that. So if I were Karma, I would go after the support. Oh, fantastic. I think he might have realized that the support does not have his cloak up right now. So right now is a perfect window, about 10-15 seconds for free damage on Varg, because he doesn't really have a get out of jail card. Oh, and this does not look like it goes all the way around. Oh, and they're dealing with a Megamouth. Why? Because Megamouths are jerks. So it looks like that they lost sight of him. They think he might be going around. Oh, and Morpheus found him. So it looks like Karma's learned not to engage at stage 1. He just doesn't have the burst damage to really make anything work. And so, fantastic. That is a great move. I really approve of that. You know, if you're on the defensive, go out, knock somebody away, use a skill, blow them away, and then just go back to your hiding spot. Fantastic job this way. Oh, hopefully he doesn't get stuck there. And they're all grouped up, doing a little bit of damage. And Dome comes down, and Karma is free to go. So he could go and split over here and then evolve. It might be a little close for comfort, but it might be his best bet. Okay, so it looks like he might be actually evolving down in this direction instead. So, yep, so he's getting a little bit of distance. He's still being a little... So it looks like that they lost sight of him, which is going to be good for him. So he might be able to evolve right down here. And this will actually be... Oh, and he's... Oh, I feel like I think he was getting a little greedy. I feel like he probably should have just gone... Oh, he probably might smell... He might be smelling them. Really, really, really good close. So I'm not too sure. It doesn't look like... It looks like they lost... They think he might be down here. I feel like he probably should have just taken the evolve down there. That's not a terrible place to evolve. There's a bunch of buildings. There's a big giant pillar in the middle. And that should probably go through. However, down here, yes, this. I love this tunnel. Not many people know about this tunnel down here. It'll protect you from Hank. And it's a phenomenal area. Usually there's some Reavers in here. And so the big problem, though, is you don't want to get domed. But the nice thing is if you do get domed, you can't be completely cut off inside the tunnel. And so let's see what happens. I don't know if they're going to be able to see him. So they know he's in this general direction. Oh, blind throw. Oh, that's going to be... Oh, and he got decoy. Nice. I like to see a little bit of a change up. So this is going to be interesting. Now that they know they have decoy, let's see how the hunters react. So here comes Conjugates, ready to just flush out the monster, because that's what support or assault does. And let's take a look at this. So there goes the decoy, and I'm wondering if he's doing the decoy more to preserve his health or to try and create better situations for him to get in. It's going to be interesting. So you see how they're kind of closer together, but the problem with decoy is that it's kind of easy to abuse, and especially with the long reveal time, that it's very easy to be spotted once you know that there is a decoy out in play. So Morpheus by himself, he throws out the decoy. Conjugates is coming here, so Conjugates might get pounced. Doesn't look like it. Oh, here comes an abduct. Oh, looks like he got the Trapper. This might be a perfect positioning tool for him, just because... Fantastic. That could have been very big trouble if he was able to knock him back in, and it looks like Conjugate got pounced. There goes the personal shield, and they all come around, and the dome is down. Really, really good strong play by Karma, using decoy effectively to kind of throw him off and position. You know, it's not designed to do a damage because you're not really going to ever really hurt people with it, but it's used to just kind of get away and kind of make your position a little bit stronger. So very, very good play. I do like that he's changed up his skill build a little bit here. You can tell that it's helping him out a bit more. So this should put him close to full armor. And it looks like that this team should be coming right around the corner. Seen him go north. So this is kind of a tricky area, just because if you skirt the wall, the trapper can cut you off. But this rock right here is a pain in the butt, just because it's really hard to... It's really easy to juke around this rock and this rock, because it's so wide that you wait here, and if you see a trapper here, you just go that way. If you see a trapper coming this way, you go here. So these two rocks, and even this one to an extent, but not as much as these ones, are really, really good to kind of throw the monster or the hunters off your trail. And this is kind of a good engagement area, actually, because you have multiple floors. If they're all upstairs, oh, here comes a dome, and there goes the miss. Oh, very, very, very close dome once again. Oh, and it doesn't look like that he's going to be able to get out through there. So it looks like he's going to try to reposition. This is actually a very bad spot for him. Once again, really, really strong hunter dome. There isn't very many pillars. The best he could do would probably be working down here a little bit, I feel. Going around this corner, hiding in the caves. I think this is the strongest area for him to be in. And look at that. Perfect harpoons by Griffin. Getting the real one and not the invisible one. And they're all grouped together, and look at that. Already topped off on health. Really, really, really strong play. And yes, you can shoot through those walls, by the way. So you don't have to go around the corner completely. And here comes Morpheus. Yeah. I feel like this little area is probably the best place to fight in. You've got a little bit of cover. You can go upstairs and downstairs. But anything out here, I feel, is really, really bad for the hunter. You can get hit by orbitals. You can get hit by mortars. It's just really, really bright, shiny. It's very, very easy to get damaged. So the dome comes down. Let's see where he goes. So right now, the trapper can be moving right over here, getting ready to head him off. Look at that. Perfect move by Griffin. They've headed the monster off the pass. I like that move. I like that Karma juked back. That is a very, very good move. I applaud you, Karma, for doing that. So he took a bit of health damage there. Still no strikes on the hunters. It looks like he's still trying to get into a good dome spot. So right now, the best thing to do would be to find a place, especially with a Wraith. What you want to do is you want to get armor, your full armor, and then you just kind of poke and prod. Very similar to Kraken, you don't ever really go all in for the most part against good teams, especially a Hank Kyra team. Basically what you want to do is you want to go around poking and prodding, finding a good place to engage, and then when you see somebody with half health and they're out of position, you go in for a quick kill, get the strike, and get out of dodge. And so that's probably what Karma's doing. He's getting a little bit more food for his belly. There's some carrion birds. Griffin right around the corner. He's on the map. There he is. I was looking in the wrong direction. I am a scrub lord. Ooh, this might be exactly what he needs. Oh, he might be able to get a... Oh, and there's Hank. Beautiful, beautiful Hank. You might be able to burn through that, but it's going to be very, very hard with a Hank and Kyra. And look at that. Medic took the hit. Probably not on purpose, but still. If you ever want to help defeat against a Wraith that's focusing people, keep on jumping in front of people or around them, and it's really hard. You won't get the right abduct off. Oh, now Kyra might be going down here. Doesn't look like she was paying attention to her own health. Hank's shield is down. I don't know if he notices that, but this might be... Oh, look at that. They're all grouped up. He might be able to warp blast. Oh, and it looks like that they're back to being a safe position. Really, really good attempt on Karma, trying to do as much as possible. But that teamwork is just really, really solid right now. So it looks like that they are pinging him, that they know that he went back in this direction. It'll be interesting to see if he keeps his orange skin in the next match. And there we go, trying to get across. The dome is down. He lost a little bit of health, maybe half a bar to a bar. Almost got it down. Ooh, and a tyrant. Looks like a tyrant almost... Oh my gosh, a tyrant almost killed Morpheus. Those jerks. And they don't even get the health regen perk out of that. So Karma, looking for some good food, has plenty of time to get away. Not that he knows that they spent a lot of time back there, because when you're pressured by a good team, you never notice things like that. if you weren't being pressured, you could easily look back because you're always poking and prodding. But it's really, really hard when a team pressures you to make continual solid decisions. That's what makes really solid. Not that Karma isn't, but that's what makes a really, really strong monster, is just making those cool decisions. After going a little while, you realize that they're not following you. Something must be up, so you can sometimes poke your head back and see what happens, and if not, get a good juke anyway. So it looks like he's going to be at full armor. This is a relatively interesting area. If he can get domed around one of these big giant pillars, I think that that could be very, very, very good for him here. So this might put him up to evolution stage 3, but I think he might be 1 meat short. Yeah, it looks like one meat short. And there goes the decoy. And again, everyone ignores the decoy because the decoy is pretty much useless. But I do like that he uses it as a repositioning tool more than like an attacking tool, because I feel that that's the only purpose that decoy really has right now. Even before the big, you know, Wraith nerf of 2015, I feel that decoy was arguably lackluster at best. Just because once you know how it works, you just run past it. Like it has a long time to focus, and it's really easy to abuse the AI. Okay, so this game, 6 minutes left in the match. He's ready to evolve to stage 3. It's going to be interesting. This relay is not spectacularly bad for a Wraith. Most relays are pretty hard for the Wraith, and it looks like he's going for the stage 3 evolve. And we're going to see what a stage 3 Wraith could do. So we're pretty sure we're going to be getting a... And let's see what his build is. So I'm pretty sure he's going to get domed here. Yep, there's the dome coming down. I like the preemptive dome and those mortars. So 3 abduct, 3 decoy, 3 warp blast. Very interesting. I'm surprised that he didn't start off with a decoy to get out of position. And it looks like that he's already down to a third of his fully permanent health. That poor clownfish outfit is getting all scarred and mucked. Ooh, this might be perfect. Oh. If he could have abducted him down away from the building, I think that would have been good. So right now, the hunters are playing it safe. I do like this, even though the monster's in a weakened position. I do like the fact that they're playing it relatively safe. You know, the medic and the support are staying back. They're not too worried about the trapper and support right now, because right now they're at stage 3, a third of health. Even if they do get a strike, it's a worthwhile strike, because they're putting all this good pressure on Karma. And again, here's a nice little pillar. Oh, he might be able to pull Bit. I feel like he probably could have abducted Bit down here and might have been able to do some work with that. So the big thing about abduct is he needs to be careful about Torvald, because all you have to do is you throw the mortars right where the abduction started, and it's usually a very, very strong move for him. So looks like you have 6 of your permanent health left. There goes the decoy going backwards. Still not doing any damage with it. And it looks like that we are on the move to a good fighting spot. Now there's an interesting fighting spot. So this tyrant might be fun to fight around. I feel like that this is probably the, like if you've ever seen the movie Predator, I feel like that this is the little ravine where Arnold Schwarzenegger should face off with the monster. As a monster, I feel like that this is a very strong area. Lots of trees, lots of foliage to hide in. Hunters running through tall grass, I should say, is really, really obscuring of your vision. So it's really, really strong to continually fight here. I like this little lush green area down here for that purpose. So it looks like he's... Oh, that tree. And Hank with the preemptive shield on Morpheus. Really good. So it looks like he's still trying to eat, fill up armor, and he might be able to get something out of Morpheus over here. There we go. Ooh. We might be able to see Morpheus get a strike here. Very, very good. Very good. Oh, so close. And there we go again. Whenever you cluster around somebody, that is the best way to avoid abductions. Because even if you get abducted and repositioned, you're not taking the person that has low health. Fantastic teamwork. The communication on them is really, really solid. And Griffin doing great work with that harpoon. And Karma just trying to do what he can to kind of eke out a strong position. And there's the decoy just doing its own little song and dance. And here comes a grab and a miss. There's the orbital. I would have liked to see the orbital for when Var gets attacked. I know that the monster is weak, and he's trying to just close out the game. But I always feel like you should always keep that. And look at that, fantastic! Always blocking line of sight. One of the best tools you can do against a Wraith is just stay around the person getting focused, especially once the Warp Blast is gone. You don't want to crowd the person, obviously, when Warp Blast is up, because everyone will just take a lot of damage. And it looks like that the Hunters, even though all health, really, really good, strong play. Really good game.
Second man.
Good game. There were a couple of times when almost got somebody down. Really good. But yeah, it's I saw that it was really cool that you went 1 point into decoy at stage 2, just because it really helped you get good positioning all around. I do like that. Really, really good job overall. Let me go ahead and back real quick. Okay, that way we don't get kicked out. But really solid. I do like that you were trying to fight in the jungle area. I feel that the jungle area is a really strong area just because there's a lot of pillars. But the biggest thing is like the stupid chest or the 6 foot, 8 foot grass that the hunters have to run through. I hate running through that shiz while chasing a monster because you can't see crap. So I really like that you were trying to engage him in that area. So really, really good plays on there. I do like that you took different routes, that you went different way, and you did a different build. So really, really, really strong. Again, solid teamwork. The best way to prevent the Warp Blast Abduct is to do, I don't know if it was intentional. It felt intentional, but so once Warp Blast is used and someone's about to get abducted, everyone just kind of goes between you and the person who's going to get abducted, and you always snag the wrong person. So I'm not sure if that was just intentional or not, but it was a very, very good play either way. Really, really close though. You did a lot better that game, Karma. I was really, really, really proud of you getting a lot better. So let's go ahead and let's do one more game before going into the next set, and we'll be off. So good